Hi there team, Coach Alexa here, just finishing off my fourth and final video in my series on overtraining. So today I'm going to talk about what do you do if you get yourself into an overtrained state. So the answer to this partially depends on what were the factors at play that got you into that state. So I've talked in previous videos that sometimes it's very much more towards the fact that we've been doing too much training for too long or ramped things up too quickly, and we've not been allowing the body enough rest and recovery time in order to adapt to that training. So a good way to try and get yourself of that kind of a more physical overtrained state is to really reduce back the amount of training you're doing. Give yourself a decent long recovery block so that your body can do all that adaptation and recovery that it's been denied and get itself back on the front foot again. So if you've been at the seesaw of lots of training and not enough recovery for too long, you need to take a decent period where the seesaw's the other way up. Really drop back the training and really up the focus on sleep, rest where you're physically inactive and mentally calm, and also allowing yourself to have a good nutrient-rich diet, including proteins, plenty of vitamins and minerals to give your body the building blocks it needs in order to recover. Now, I can help with that as a running coach if you happen to have got yourself feeling like you've overcooked it a little bit, or that you're feeling that lethargy creeping in, the recovery time between sessions is getting longer, your response to those training sessions is dropping off, and we need to find a better balance in your training, then I can absolutely help with that. I've mentioned as well in previous videos in this series that overtraining isn't just always down to that training seesaw. Often it is. But a lot of times as well, I see the fact that there are other factors at play. If somebody's got lots of other stuff going on in life, if work is really busy, life is really stressful, there's somebody you're looking after, there's somebody you care about who's ill, you're trying to sell your home, or all sorts of other things that are going on in life that are causing those stress levels to be higher, that adrenaline, that cortisol, that will mean that your body is not able to adapt to training as well, putting you more at risk of physical overtraining, but also tied in with that mental burnout and fatigue. Now that's a bit more of a complicated picture, a bit more of a multifaceted picture. And whilst at those periods of time it is worth going, is it sensible for me to go crazy with my training at the moment? Is it sensible for me to, knowing that the next half of this year is going to be really busy and hectic, and I'm selling my house, and I've got a relative that I need to care for, and is now a good time to be training for an ultra marathon? Probably not. But some of these things we can't reduce, we can't help, we can't suddenly not sell our house or suddenly not have an ill relative that we're looking after. So it's more difficult to keep that balance. So controlling the controllables, reducing the things that you have some ability to change, to keep that balance in check for you. But also this can sometimes be where chatting to a doctor can be good if you're really struggling with much more noticeable symptoms of fatigue, sleeping more, not being able to sleep as much, the other associated symptoms that I've talked about in earlier videos around just overdoing it more in general, as we move towards that kind of burnout end of the spectrum, then chatting to a medical professional is definitely the way forward. Hope that's useful, and I hope this little video series has been a useful one as well.